and I don't have
I have it in my hand.
Okay.
Somewhere. Right here.
Copy, Judge.
no, it's the trial court certification.
Let me get his autograph.
Okay, thank you.
Where you give me your autograph?
Thanks, Judge.
If I may, Judge.
And what page is he on there? Thank you. All right, court is calling 2021 CR 2910W, State of Texas versus Rick Anthony Contreras. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
defense?
Charles Bunk for Mr.
And-
Contreras.
And are you Rick Anthony Contreras?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amended Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Rick Anthony Contreras who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2910W for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on March 30th, 2021 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor, violated condition number 5 in Bear County, Texas, defendant Rick Anthony Contreras, within their failure to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of September, October, November, and December 2023, and January, February, March, and April 2024, in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
I will waive the remaining violated condition.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement? All right, state, what are you requesting?
Revocation, Your Honor.
Defense, what are you requesting?
We're requesting, Judge, that he be evaluated for the drug court. And then get treatment, hopefully get treatment as required and recommended by the drug court. Mr. Contreras, he did not report as he pled true. His brother got sick in the end of 2022. His brother passed away December of 2023, which led unfortunately to his not reporting. In addition to that, there was an accident that he was involved in and his wife and son were involved in. His wife was in a wheelchair. As a result of that, she just recently has begun to walk again. So he didn't, while he was dealing with his brother's loss, he also was helping his wife, his then wife, now his ex-wife. He's no longer with that young lady. But he was taking care of his son and helping her recover from the accident. The combination of those things placed him in a position where he began to make some bad decisions and perhaps use some substances that led him into the path to where I believe drug court is something that would absolutely help him. He's asked me about it. I've explained to him that it's intensive and, is a difficult trail, but he says, hey, that sounds like something I could really use. So we're asking the court to refer him to the drug court. And then whatever they recommend he do, he's ready to do it. So I think he's an excellent candidate for that. And we'd like you to send him there.
All right, anything your client wishes to say to the court?
Am I correct in what I've said to the court?
Yes, you
You
are.
want to raise your right hand for me?
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Rick Anthony Contreras II.
All right, what drugs are you saying that you've been using?
Marijuana, and I was using methamphetamines.
How often were you using meth?
I was using it every other day.
All right, so I don't understand how you're able to take care of family members, but you're using meth.
I was taking care of my son and everything, but when my brother passed, I just fell into a deep hole. I wasn't using drugs. I was only smoking weed. But when my brother passed, I dove into using meth.
And how old is your son?
My son is 4.
And you're taking a 4-year-old using meth.
No, I was taking care of him, and I stopped because his mom just started to be able to walk. she's able to move and stuff. She was in a wheelchair. I was taking care of him the entire duration of probation.
All right, so when did you start using meth while you were taking care of a 4-year-old?
I wasn't taking care of him when I started using that.
All right, so you waited until his mother could start walking, then you went off to start doing meth.
He started using meth after his brother. His wife had already started to walk again before his brother passed. So she was able to resume care of his son. But shortly after that, his brother passed. And at that point, he started using meth, but he was no longer caring for his son because his wife had resumed the ability to walk and care for their son.
All right, so why are you not reporting?
I didn't report because I was taking care of my son. I was in the,
And then his brother passed.
my probation.
Don't report because you're taking care of your son.
No, ma'am. My probation officer had sent me a text message telling me that I had a failure to report. She's putting a warrant out for my arrest. I continued working at the same job. I didn't want to go to jail because I was taking care of my son at the time. I did not want to lose that and put her in a worse position while she was not fully.
So this is what I'm not understanding. I'm trying to
Yes,
get
ma'am.
to the crux of this situation. You're not reporting. You know you're supposed to report. Am I correct in that?
Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you pick up the phone and call your probation officer and say, the mother of my son has had an accident. She's in a wheelchair. This is what's going on with my life. Can you help me a little bit on the reporting?
Your Honor, I did talk to her. The probation officer that I had was not cooperating with me. My first probation.
So let me stop you there. If that probation officer is not cooperating with you, and I've seen you before because you've been before me before,
Yes, ma'am.
why didn't you come to court and say, Judge, this is what's going on with my life?
I didn't know I could come to court and do that.
No, don't do that because I tell everybody they can do that. People get upset with me sometimes when I tell people, talk to your probation officer. And if you feel as though they're not addressing your issue, you can always come back to court. We're here Monday through Friday. I tell everybody that. I tell everybody that when they're placed on probation. And then when they have a motion to revoke from me, I always ask them, is there anything else that we can do to help you that you feel that you need? And then I tell them again, if you feel as though probation is not addressing some issue, you can always come back to the court.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about that. My first probation officer was really helpful and she helped me a lot through all of my stuff. She would help me with my field visits. If I wasn't able to make it home in time or the field visit stopped, she would send them to my job.
All right. Any questions,
No, Judge.
defense state? All right. Here's the thing. You're not leaving the court today. You're either going to SAFPF or either you're going to be revoked. That's what's going to happen here today. And the reason why I'm leaning towards you going to SAFPF is because you have a son. He's young. Maybe you can get your life together, stop using drugs, and be there for him. But you're not leaving the courtroom today. So you have a choice. These are your choices. And there are no other choices that you have. One, I continue you. You're going to SAFPF. SAFPF is a 9-month program.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to be in custody. Number two, I'll revoke you and I'll give you 4 years. Those are your two choices. And if you want to discuss it with your attorney, you can discuss it with your attorney.
Can I discuss it with him? as well?
Yes. Oh, he wants to discuss with you. Okay, all right.
But I can't go back to what I take.
Today?
Who's here on Yvette Martinez? It's failing.
Yeah.
It's failing. Oh, no, it's fine. And then it's gone. All right. So, my understanding CPS records are taken care of.
Yeah, right now we're waiting on some school records and counseling records, Your Honor.
Okay, school records. Ms. Ferguson,
Yes, ma'am.
on Larry Smith,
Yes, ma'am.
let's recall this in 45 days. That should give everybody enough time.
Yes, sir.
Early September be fine, Judge?
All right. Oh, Mr. DeLeon is saying early September.
I hope.
September 12th?
September 12th?
Or I can do September 19th.
He has to go to another county that
Okay,
doesn't
the
begin.
19th might be better, Norma, because we're gonna be in impact the week of September 9th, and I
All right.
I foresee us being busy.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do the 19th.
All right, September 19th, and that will be your final date for discovery.
Judge,
Yes.
we also have a second matter, conferred with the prosecutor. We have an agreement on a bond reduction.
All right, let's have a hearing. All right, court is calling 2020 CR 3250, State of Texas versus Larry Smith. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Michael DeLeon for Mr. Smith.
And are you Mr. Smith?
Yes.
All right, defense is requesting a bond reduction.
Yes, Your Honor, it's currently set at 150,000. At this point, the state's willing to go down to 100,000.
No objection.
All right, I have a few questions. Mr. Smith, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hands, state your name for the record.
Larry Smith.
All right, Mr. Smith, have you ever used any drugs in the past?
Yes.
And what would that be?
Marijuana, cocaine.
All right, when's the last time you used?
Uh,
How old, well, let me do it this way. How old were you when you started using cocaine?
Probably 25, maybe.
All right, how old are you now?
I'm 51.
All right, so what's the last year that you used cocaine?
Probably 2020.
All right, 2020, and how old were you? Oh, he doesn't know. Yeah,
40s.
Okay, in your 40s.
Yeah.
so in your 40s was the last time you used cocaine?
Yeah.
That's yes.
Yes.
All right. Mental
sorry.
health issues. Have you ever received any diagnosis for any mental health issues?
No.
Have you ever seen a psychiatrist?
I think so.
All right, for what?
Well, I've been to Safe People before, so I don't know if that counts.
No, well, that's safe.
No, I
People's-
haven't actually went and spoke with the psychiatrist. I don't think so, no.
All right. Has anyone in your family ever had any mental health diagnosis?
None.
All right. If you're released, do you have a place to live?
Yes.
And who would you be staying with?
My sister.
All right. And have you picked up the phone and asked her if you can stay there?
Not technically, but yes, I know I can.
Well, no. Here's the thing.
Well, if I was
It-
to release, that's where I would go, and we spoke about that, so.
And I've had contact with his sister as well. She's in the military at Camp Bullis. Stable, has a very good job, Judge, and very supportive of her brother. So I have no doubt that she'll be taking him in.
All
yes,
right.
No issue at all.
Because a lot of times people will say, oh, I can stay with my mom.
Oh, no.
And you know, but
you
no, here's the thing. People say that because they feel as though their mom will allow them to do that.
Right,
They don't ask, they just assume.
right.
So I don't want any assumptions because in this order, I'm going to put where you're supposed to be living. And if you're not there, guess what? I'm going to get a violation report and it's going to say you're not at the location. So that's why I always want people to tell me, yes, I've asked, I have permission. This is where I'm going to be staying.
Oh,
You
yes.
understand?
Yes, it's not an issue at all.
All right. So.
Yeah.
We're going to set the bond at 100,000. There's to be no contact with minors. And both attorneys, you'll need to put the address where he's going to be living.
I can give it to you now if you need it.
They'll write it in. Defendant is to reside with his sister. You all have written so much, I don't even have room. So he's to reside with his sister at. And do you all want GPS or no?
Would ask for GPS tracking.
All right, there's to be GPS tracking only.
And we just asked for the fees be waived, Judge.
All right, I'll ask that the fees are waived. And he'll have to do the GPS through the Bear County Jail, so you can coordinate with that with the clerks. All right, so if you all will fill in the location and the name of the party on that, please,
We will
and
do.
sign off.
And that's all we have for the court.
All right. Then once you sign that, Ms. Ferguson, make sure he has a reset form, please.
Yes, ma'am.